Morning folks, I'm sneaking and being very quiet. Dave's not cooperating with the quietness. I've just had a message from Andy's taxi. They're running 20 minutes late, which isn't a disaster, normally. It does mean that they're going to get here after Everybody Loves Raymond is finished and Frasier has started. As those of you who've been watching for a little while will know, the start of Frasier is his cue that he's got out of school. Hopefully he'll have forgotten that, but we've all met him. We know he's not going to have forgotten that. Hopefully he'll just go anyway, because he is talking about going to school. He does seem to like going now, but potential bump in the road this morning. If that Frasier theme tune hits and he's still here, which is looking likely to happen, not entirely sure what happens next. In other news, I've got like a chesty thing going on, coughing a lot, struggling to catch my breath. Not fun. I think I need to get some medicine in me. Well, I don't feel ill, just chesty. No, you alright?
Yeah.
Taxi will be here soon?
Yeah.
He doesn't like the fact that it's late. He's just got in the taxi like 10 seconds ago.
It's a battle of the mic in a double Frasier now here in Channel 4, and it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas.
Okay, it wasn't that much of a close call in the end. I thought there was less adverts and stuff before it came on, but still, by about a minute. It's not even 3 o'clock, and look who's home from uni early.
Not home early, I finished at 2. Or 1:30.
I need to get this written down, because I've got it in my head. On Monday and Tuesday, you're out until 6 o'clock.
I will be when I've got work to do, but I ain't got no work to do. And I'm not going to sit around for 4 hours.
I thought you had your login sorted now.
But I haven't got nothing to do.
Okay. Then you need to start setting some homework. If you're watching from Anna's uni, start setting her some homework.
I do.
She's eager to do some work.
No, I do my reading at home. I'm going to do it in a library.
Yeah, reading's not homework. I mean proper work to get you working.
Well, I've got nothing to do at the moment.
I know, they need to, that's what I'm telling them.
Well, no, it's because the teacher that we were supposed to get work off is off today and the student woman can't give it us.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not even on that VLE yet, so I've only got 1 out of my 3 sections online. Because they have to add you, apparently.
I see. And you sent me a message at lunchtime saying you wanted to cry.
Yes.
Explain.
Well, we had lunch, we came back, and then they made us a presentation. I don't like them.
What did you have to do a presentation about?
Some court law thing.
Okay. What, on your own? Or
No.
Considering you're probably the most experienced person in the room at doing presentations.
But I don't like
You've
them.
done live comedy shows on stage.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, but you did it. You didn't
like
cry.
it.
How did it go?
It's fine.
It's fine.
No, it's just like having 15 minutes to put a presentation together is hard. Especially when you've only had 1 lesson prior.
Look at it this way. What you just said now, you said to so many more people than what you said your presentation to earlier, and you did that off the top of your head. You speak to thousands of people every day on here.
Do it, you edit that.
Not very much. You need to start watching the vlog again. I edit my bits to make myself look good. I take the out of me and put them on you.
Do you know what I mean?
So you in a really deep voice according to everyone who watches.
That's you, not
No, I don't. It's like, no, I don't do that. I don't breathe. It all gets edited out. Especially today, I'm chesty today.
Why are you rubbing yourself?
Because I'm really chesty. I've got a cough. And my tongue tastes of illness.
No.
Taste my tongue.
No, thank you. I'm alright.
He'll be home in a minute.
I'm so tired.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Oh, dear me.
You alright?
Yeah.
Is this that tiredness that we were supposed to have yesterday?
Oh, come
This
here.
is yesterday's really early morning, now catching up with you.
Come here, little man. So cuddle.
Shoes.
Okay, you need them off.
You have to put your shoes away, remember? Socks in shoes and shoes by the door.
Good boy.
That's it. And shoes out there. Thank you. You had a good day?
Yeah.
Oh, God, you're so big now.
How much longer do you think he's going to be able to sit on you like that for? He's already taller than you.
I know. You tired?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
This is what happens when you get up at 4 AM yesterday like he did and then not really go to bed any earlier than normal last night. He's pooped. What did you do at school today?
Is that Ola?
You saw Ola? Was it a good day?
Yes. Yeah.
Sequences. Something I can't read. In science, we've been learning about, life skills. We've been talking about healthy foods. Every week we're going to try it. Different foods.
So you tried some fruit?
Andy Today it was mango and he smelled and touched it.
Oh, so you didn't try it?
No.
If we could get him to eat a piece of fruit, that would be revolutionary. That would, all the progress he's made on food over the last few days would be dwarfed by him eating just a mouthful of fruit. That would. When was the last time he had fruit? I vaguely remember when I first met you, I think he had bananas.
Yeah, he has bananas. He tries banana every now and again, but he's very particular on texture. That's his problem. He can't get over the texture of food.
So am I. I had a banana at lunchtime and could only eat half of it because it was still a little bit hard. I like them when they're about a week old and you just put them in your mouth. And you can. I like a banana is ready to eat when you can eat it without separating your teeth. You just like that and you just shove it through and it's like a banana grater. That's when you know a banana's ready.
Who did you give the other half to?
Dave. Dave likes bananas. Right, I've got some work to go and finish, so I'll leave you two to have some time that reminds you of the past, when this is how the world used to be for the pair of you, and I'll go and finish off what I was doing. How dare you! That window will probably be clear when I come back in, I imagine.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it probably will be. It probably will be.
Kevin, I'm tired.
Right, let's disregard for a minute the fact that there's washing up there that still needs doing and there's stuff on the windowsill that needs putting away. But the kitchen is slowly but surely getting cleaner as part of Operation Get This House Clean. And that's a positive. I'm not going to show you that side of the room yet because that's where I've put some of the stuff that was all over here. But, you know, baby steps and all that. In other news, I am now I hereby publicly announce that I'm going to be doing NaNoWriMo this November. If you don't know what NaNoWriMo is, then you've lived a more stress-free life than I have. NaNoWriMo is an abbreviation of National Novel Writing Month. I've been trying to write a novel. I have this idea for a novel. I've been trying to write it for 3 years now. I first started it during NaNoWriMo 2014, I think it was, and wrote like the first 15,000 words. It was going quite well, and for whatever reason I stopped. I then half-heartedly started again the year after, 2015. Gave it a miss completely for NaNoWriMo in 2016, but this year I've got the time, I think. I'll try and find the time. I'm going to try and write this novel. And when I say write this novel, I'm aiming for 60,000 words. The whole premise of NaNoWriMo is that you write every day. You write 2,000 words a day, which takes me somewhere around an hour to hour and a half. So I need to find a pocket of an hour and a half every day to write 2,000 words a day. And by the end of the month, I'll have 60,000 words, which will either be a short novel or a bulk of a normal sort of 85,000 word novel complete. And then it's just a case of put it away, revise it, get it edited, etc, and then decide if it's good enough to self-publish in the way I did my previous book. There have been a couple of people ask for a sort of tutorial to how I wrote my book that I did a few years ago. That's going to be coming at some point. I've got that on my to-do list. I'm not going to do it today because I don't really have the time to be able to do that today, but it is coming. And that'll be more non-fiction focused. And then hopefully I'll get the writing bug back again. And once I've got this novel out of my system that has been burning at my mind for 3 or 4 years, then I can actually get refocused back on writing the non-fiction YouTube book that I've been planning to write for like a year, with the rough premise of I can teach people how to take a channel from nothing to 1 million views inside a year. I did it on the gaming channel. We've got like 3 months left of this year to show that we can do it a second time on the vlog channel. It's going to be tight. We're only at about 500,000 views at the moment, but views are so much higher than they've been ever before. There is a chance we might do it a second time. So it'd be nice to be able to say I've done it for 2 different channels, but we'll have to see on that one. But yeah, National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo. You'll hear more about it near the time. I'm not necessarily going to talk any more about it now because I don't want to bore you with book stuff, but that's coming. The last thing I wanted to do today was just pick your brains about Air BnB, because we're considering using it. We've never used it before. As you know, we've got a couple of conventions coming up over the next month or so. I'm not going to bore you with all the details of them again. I talk about them too often. I'm very excited. But one of them involves us going to London for 2 nights at the end of October. At the moment, we're booked into the same Premier Inn that we've booked into like 3 times before. It's in Stratford. It's a short train ride on the DLR from Stratford to Comic-Con in the ExCeL in London, and it's reasonably priced for a London hotel, but it's more than what we paid for a slightly different Premier Inn last year, and it's got us to thinking, well, what if we could find a way to save some money? And we could get, by teaming up with Pav and Sheepdog, we could get a 2-bedroom flat nearer to the event for £100 less for the weekend than what we're paying, what we will be paying Premier Inn. So we'd save like £25 each. It doesn't sound like a massive saving, but when you also factor in the fact, as well as getting 2 bedrooms, we also get a kitchen, a lounge, a balcony. We get that freedom of being able to sort of come and go as we please. I know you can do that in a hotel anyway, but we have like a communal living area for us to play our board game in the evening. We can make our own breakfast rather than having to go out and buy breakfast. Plus, it's nearer to the event itself, so it's going to be easier to get there each day. It's a little bit more central, nearer to transport links, that kind of thing. So it all looks very, very good. Everything about it is positive. It's got super fast internet. It looks really nice in the photos. It's clean. It's central. It's in a block of apartments that's got a doorman and a gym. It must be good, and I think I know roughly where it is as well, and it really is just like a 10-15 minute walk away from the XL rather than a 15-20 minute train ride like the hotel we normally stay in is. So everything about it looks good, but there's that trepidation. We are all a little bit wary. Having never used Airbnb before, how much can we trust it? There's only one review for this place that we're looking at, and the alternative, which is a little bit more expensive but still cheaper than the hotel, there's no reviews. Everywhere else is outside of our price range. By that I mean it costs more than a hotel would cost, so it's not worth considering. So with just one review or no reviews, should we just ignore it completely and try again another time when we're not leaving it so late? Or is it worth taking the plunge? How trustworthy is Airbnb? Have you ever used it before? Are there any safeguarding things on there? So what are the chances of us turning up to this place having paid our money and then them saying, who are you? You're not coming into our house. Does that happen? Do you have to pay in advance, or is it like a hotel? Do we pay when we get there? Because I think I'd feel a lot more comfortable paying when we got there, but then presumably you pay through the app and you do that before you go, I guess. Obviously, the other fear is some guy's going to have a key to the place where I'm going to keep my laptop when I'm at the convention. So there's that as well. How do I feel about that? What comeback have we got if something got stolen from the room, for example? So lots of questions about Airbnb. If you've used it, just let me know down in the comments how you found how you found the experience. If you've heard any horror stories, please share them with us as well. For the sake of £25 each, I don't mind the inconvenience of being in a hotel. But if Airbnb is as good as everyone seems to be saying it is, this apartment does look good, and it's going to save us some money and probably be a lot more fun as well, with the 4 of us all sharing a flat for 2 nights and pretending like we're students again, which is what will inevitably happen. So it'd be pretty cool, but I'm worried. So let me know down in the comments. I'm about to start streaming, so I need to leave you lot here rather than signing off bleary-eyed and tired after the stream like I usually do. So we'll leave it there for today. If you have enjoyed today's vlog, please make sure you pop a like on there for us. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and thank you very much for watching.